this Wednesday with more of today, and it is time to play Who Knew? It's a popular time of summer to take vacation, so we thought we would test your knowledge on vacation spots. Kathy Lee's across the street at the MSNBC.com digital cafe, where everybody's a winner. Anyway, she's ready to hand out $100 to those who answer the quiz questions correctly, and for those who don't, they get her CT.
They want the CT.
All right. Features editor at Travel and Leisure Magazine. She's here to help me fact check. Nilu, there's still some time in the summer?
Oh, yeah, you can still get out there and travel. I'm going away in 3 days.
All right, so there is time. All right, Kath, let's go back across the street to you.
Lee family visiting from South Carolina. Which of the following presidents is not on Mount Rushmore? Is it George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, or Theodore Roosevelt?
D.
And you got the best prize for your baby girl. Look how excited she is.
She is thrilled. All right, so the correct answer is...
Well, Lincoln is the one. So John Adams is not on there, and Lincoln is. So George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Lincoln. Now, some things to know about Mount Rushmore.
What?
It took 14 years to build. And the sculptor who started it, he was 60 when he started, and it took till he was 74. There were 400 people who worked on it, and each of the presidents is 6 stories high. Their noses alone, 20 feet long.
Did you Google all that information?
You know what?
You are so smart.
We have skills.
All right, back across to Kath.
Okay, this gentleman's visiting from Winnipeg, Canada. Which of the following cities did the Today Show cast not visit during Today Takes a Vacation? Lake George, Key West, Las Vegas, or Dallas?
Lake George.
No, darling, you weren't paying attention, but you're going to get Everyone Has a Story. There you go,
Yes,
buddy.
Dallas was
right,
the wrong answer, but the right answer was San Antonio, where Kathy Lee and I went.
Oh my God, San Antonio. I mean, you went, there are 28 million visitors every year to San Antonio, and because it's a great city, you loved it there, right?
I loved it, yeah. We had so much fun. A lot of great margaritas.
I saw that. I saw it. Actually, it did incredibly well on Travel and Leisure's America's Favorite Cities survey for great food, for cheap food, for a great family destination, and #1 for affordability.
Oh, love it. All right, Kath, back across to you.
Lovely family visiting from Crofton, Maryland, my old neck of the woods. Where is the Old Faithful Geyser located? Is it Grand Canyon, Yosemite National Park, Yellowstone National Park, Sun Valley National Park?
I'm gonna guess C, Yellowstone.
I think you would be right. Here you go, darling. Congratulations.
Oh, that's a great family. They were in another segment we had. Okay,
well,
yes.
they obviously know their stuff because it is, in fact, Yellowstone National Park. Now, this geyser is famous because it is prompt. Every half hour to 2 hours, it erupts for 1.5 to 25 minutes. Now, do you know anybody like that who erupts every...
No, Nilu, I don't.
Well, the Obamas just visited.
Yes.
In fact, I think we have some footage of them being there. And what was great is 3 times this year, they decided that all of the national parks would be free for all the visitors. So actually, national park visitorship this year kind of skyrocketed as a result.
It's a great picture. I didn't realize how high it got. Wow.
Oh, it actually goes up 184 feet. That's now 3 times the size of the president's.
You're like a human Google. You're unbelievable. Back across the street to Kath.
Okie dokie. This lovely lady is visiting from Alberta, Canada. Any Americans here today? Okay. In the U.S., it is customary to tip between 15 and 20% for great restaurant service. What is the norm when tipping your server while in Europe? Have you ever been to Europe?
No.
Well, then, okay, let's see. A, not tipping at all. Tip, 15 to 20%. Tip is often included, or tip is always included.
C.
You're right, darling. Good for you. There you go.
That's good to know.
For someone who hasn't been to Europe, this is fantastic because honestly, I was just in Barcelona, and every time I go back to Europe, I'm like, how much should I tip? Now, it is included, but because the waiters there get a cost of living, they get paid basically the base living salary. However, you should include 5 to 15% depending on how great it is. Now, here in the U.S., it's so important to remember that waiters get very low wages. They get $4.81 on average an hour.
That's below minimum.
I know. Which
is that
means
legal?
Yes, because you have to supplement it with your tip. So 20% is really the norm now.
Okay. All right, got it. Back across to Kath.
And from Ohio, last question. Which airport had the least amount of flight delays in 2009? Salt Lake City, Minneapolis, Chicago, or Cleveland?
Well, we're gonna go with Cleveland because we're from Cleveland.
And you'd be wrong. Loyal.
Those CDs are hot, hot, hot. All right, so the Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City for the second time in a row. Now, can you guess?
Why? Not many people go?
No. They're just just good.
Oh,
they just
they're
know
just
what they're
good.
doing. And do you want to know which ones are the worst ones?
Where?
New York, baby, LaGuardia,
I know.
and JFK. And then the worst, absolute worst, Newark.
Newark. Oh, I like Newark. It's like a mall, if you've ever been there.
Well, because
It's
you
nice,
can spend so much
shop.
time there. Because when your flights are delayed.
Nilu, thank you so much for playing. Kathy Lee, come on back. Come on now.
All
Come
right.
up next.